Hi, my name is Eitan from QF Sound Design, and this is the fourth episode of Sound Design Workflow. I highly recommend you watch it in your studio with your monitors so you can really hear all the details. In this episode, I'm going to show you how I created the sound for this. Let's divide this video into three different sections. First section is the Lego, everything that has to do with the Lego. Second section is everything that has to do with the ducks and the water. And the third section would be the Legos turning black. Here are the samples of the Lego. So let's start with that one. Okay, so I see that this part here is working well. I'm gonna cut that sample right here and here. Okay. Not bad. For the beginning here, we need something that is much less intense because there are fewer Legos that stuck together. Now that sample here sounds a little bit like someone is chewing something and not exactly like a Lego. All these parts, I'm gonna cut it. Let's try something else. Let's try to sync it. Okay, what about those channels? I'm gonna take that sample and reverse it. Okay, that's it. The only thing that is missing is this part. Something is missing just over here. We don't have enough sound here, so we need to add another layer. Let's search for something interesting. I'm gonna try this one. Not bad. I'm just gonna start playing with its EQ. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. We just need to play a little bit with its frequencies. So let's try. Now the thing is that I want to give at the end an impression like it's very little, very subtle, and then it grows, it grows, it grows, and at the end the sound gets smaller because it's only a few Legos left. So I'm gonna cut the low frequencies at the beginning and at the end. Let's start. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just fix that. Let's start playing with its volume automation. And the only thing that is missing is a tail at the end, because it gets very quiet. So we're gonna add a little bit of echo to the Lego group. This is way too much. That's not bad. Now this part too harsh and too fast. So let's stretch it a little bit. And I also want to reduce its volume right there. That's better. Okay, not bad. Now let's go to the second part of the Lego when it falls. We're gonna use that later. Okay, so I placed some of the samples here. Okay, so we're going to use this, and also, like I always do, I'll make an export or a bounce if you are a Pro Tools user. Okay, there it is. Let's see how we can use it. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see if we need to make it a little bit thicker. Now this sample is a little noisy, so I'm going to use Isotope RX. Okay, that works fine. Now the last part of the Lego. Okay, that's it for the Lego part. Later we're gonna add here sounds of ducks and water. Okay, so let's move on to the second part. I'm gonna check the samples of water I prepared. So this sample could work, but the only problem is that it is way too stereophonic. We want to make it sound like it really comes from the center of the picture and not from the sides. So I'm going to change the panner from balance to combined. And let's put also sounds of ducks. That's nice, right? We have also water in here. Alright, move this a little bit here. Okay, so the only thing that is left is to emphasize somehow the Legos that turn into black, and maybe give a scary sound to it, right? Because it's going to fall. And as you can see, when it turns black, it also puts a shadow on the little ducks. Let's try to work on that. So I prepared this sample, right? It could work. Let's put it in another group. All right. This is a sample of bricks. Let's try to use it. Right, maybe it could work. All right, I want to add an uplifter. Okay, that's not bad. Now let's add a scary sound. Okay, so I'm gonna open a contact instrument. And I'm going to choose Rise and Hit, which has all kinds of weird sounds with uplifter. Okay, so I'm gonna render that and use it as another sample. Okay, so I want to add also a scary sample here because that is not. And then I'm gonna add a nice sound of ducks right here. Okay. So I don't want to make it too kitschy. That's why I reduced the volume as much as I can. I just want the listener to hear a little bit of stress from those violins. Okay, the most of the sound will come from this. Okay, it brings like much more power. Now the last thing is to add some duck sound here. Let's go back to the duck samples. Okay. I just want to increase the volume of the ducks here. Maybe I'll change the sample. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's hear it from the beginning. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.